What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Martin Skirsis for coming through and boosting up the coin. So Ben Whittaker a few days ago, now a bit late still, has released a cryptic injury update. Now let's get, I don't know what this guy on. He looked to me like he going through it. I'm trying to think of an example actually. Something's coming to mind here. You know when them Hollywood dudes lose their head and start bugging out, tweaking, Wendy Williams type thing, or there's better examples. It's losing me right now. Oh, what's that cat who did Transformers? Yeah, the Transformers guy, the head one, Even Stevens, that one there. And they start bugging out and they're losing their head. That's how this is looking to me now. He's like he's lost the plot. He don't know what's going on anymore. And you're going to see why I say that. Here we go. Update on injury. Just left my final session with my physical therapist, and here's the latest.
So how's the physical therapy going?
Oh, I gave that up. Yeah, I gave that up after maybe the first day. Within the first hour, I gave that up.
No, I don't care what the doctor said. We got to tell him now.
Ricky, the doctor told us that we should let you work it out in your own sweet time, but Ricky, you can walk.
What'd you just say?
He's telling you the truth, man.
You sick sons of bitches. I mean, you walk in that door on your two legs all fat and cocky and looking at me in my chair, and you tell me it's all in my head? I hope that both of you have sons, handsome, beautiful, articulate sons who are talented and star athletes, and they have their legs taken away. I mean, I pray you know that pain and that hurt.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you put that on us! You are not paralyzed!
I am so paralyzed!
It ends here. Back soon, don't worry. Get back's going to be amazing. Now, when we listen to that piece there, I'm going to break it down again, but it's almost like there's elements of that. Obviously, this is from some sort of weird movie. So, it's hard what angle to come at this from. It's just weird. That's why I talked about the Hollywood celebrity cats losing their head. It's like, why would you cut? Just sit there as well. Just sit there and think about it. He just quit a month ago or 4 weeks ago. He's jacked. He was the big hype job. And he thinks it's a smart idea. Or not even a smart idea, but what was going through his head at the time was, yeah, let's talk. People are worrying, or people are thinking about my injury. What should I do? Oh, this film talked about an injury. It's like, how do you get to that point? Yeah, own it. Listen, man. I had some adversity in the pro ranks when I was finished and he was going to knock me out. And now I know what I need to do. Yeah, I've felt what it's like. Like I told you the other day, people. Yeah, the great prophet, Maximus Danelius, has showed all these quitters what has to be done. Yeah, own it. Write it off. And stand before the God of War. Yeah, that's what you have to do. That's what you got to do. Instead, these new age cats. Come on, Ben. Look at Ben. Look at Ben. Look at Ben. It's not even the one. He's got the anime in his. He's got the anime. Look at this thing here. This thing here. Look. I'll make it bigger. That there is like a Ben Whittaker in anime. He's got the anime shtick and it's all goofy. Finding some. That's Steve Carell. I don't even know who this dude is. He's supposed to be funny. I never found him funny. I found it corny. But this dude here is always making them funny films and whatever else. I'm just not sure what he's trying to get at here. I don't really know. Does he still think it's a joke? Is that what it is? Back soon. Don't worry. Get back. Gonna be amazing. Address the claims, Ben. Address the claims. Yeah? Because in this video, if anything, it alludes to the fact that, oh, his leg is really bad. Let's play it again. Listen to the quotes here. Listen.
So how's the physical therapy going?
Oh, I gave that up. Yeah, I gave that up after maybe the first day. Within the first hour, I gave that up.
No, I don't care.
I gave up physical therapy in the first hour. What's Ben trying? Is that Ben saying, oh, I don't need physical therapy, I'm the start? Bro, you jumped out the ring. You need psychological therapy is what you Update, and he's like, the fact that he's coming out of an update on injury, you ain't got no injury, man. You ain't got no injury. So maybe, I'm looking at it negatively, maybe he's coming out and saying, hey, it's all a big joke, folks. Is he clowning himself? He's not really injured. I can walk, I was lying about it. We don't know. We don't know. It'd be better for him to own it. He knows himself. He knows himself. Just left my final session with my physical therapist. Or is he being serious? Does he actually think he's been in intensive care? Intensive physical therapist care for the last 4 weeks. He's just got out of it. Just got out of the ICU unit for a sprained ankle. Hey guys, just want you to know, don't worry about me. I've just left ICU for my sprained ankle. And I'm going to be back better than ever. And put this corny film on here as well, for good measure.
Maybe the first day. Within the first hour, I gave that up.
No, I don't care what the doctor said. We got to tell him now.
Ricky, the doctor told us that we should let you work it out in your own sweet time, but Ricky, you can walk.
What'd you just say?
He's telling you the truth, man.
You sick sons of bitches.
So again, I'm probably reading way too much into this, but it's got me thinking. Ben's been told for the last 3 weeks, there's nothing wrong with your leg. Stop lying. You're jacked. And he finds it appropriate to put this video out, which is basically a man being told there's nothing wrong with your leg. And obviously that guy, this corny dude in the wheelchair, saying, oh, you don't know how hard it is to have no legs. So is Ben Whittaker saying, it's one of two things. Ben Whittaker saying, yep, that fight was a comedy skit and there's nothing wrong with me, let's make a joke. Or is he saying, oh, I'm really hurt and you don't know what it's like to have a sprained ankle. It's easy for you to say what to do with a sprained ankle. And again, people say things like, oh, IB, you ain't boxed before. I don't have to box. I can show you what other boxers have done of the top ilk, right? That's the standard. You're not holding to my standard. That's what we're comparing them to. I'm not asking for too much either. We're not asking for all the bells and whistles. Not everyone can be the 0.1%. Not everyone can be Muhammad Ahmad Ali, right? What we should expect, especially at that level when you're going in there, I bet Ben made 500 grand, $1 million probably. Maybe got close to $1 million, who knows? Let's call it whatever. You're making people out for 500 grand, you have to work. Good level earners. You have to work 10 years for that. Good level earners as well. If you're bare bones broke, you're working 20 years for that. Right? So, I expect when you're making 10 times a decent amount for 40 minutes work, and even if you say, well, they train for 3 months. Okay, for 3 months work, I expect you to go in there and have a go. That's what I expect. That doesn't mean everyone has to run forward and charge in, but it does mean that you stick it in there. Especially when, as I've pointed out, you've knocked people out before. Yeah? If you've been happy to knock someone out before, and it happens to be your day to travel to the gates of Warriors Paradise, that is your obligation, folks. You can't be knocking out all these bums. Ben Whittaker hasn't had loads of fights, but I think he's knocked out about 5 bums. Yeah? So if you knock out 5 bums, and it's your time to be bummed as such, yeah? It's your time to be sent to the god of the bums, that's your obligation. That is the circle of life. You can't run from that. You can't say, oh, I remember the Bruce Lee film. Bruce Lee always said that he was chased by demons or whatever. And for years, his parents moved him different countries to run away from the demons, and eventually ends up fighting the demon. That's what you got to do, man. These new age dudes, these new age anime dudes, they say things like, oh, I will re-heal to increase my health points and come back stronger. No. Get sent to Valhalla, man. That's what your obligation is, man. Don't be doing that corny anime shit, man. Oh, I must now sacrifice in the short term for long-term prosperity. No. Get in there and fight, man. This ain't no anime movie. Listen to Ben Whittaker, man. Yeah? You've been hanging out with too many corny light-skinned dudes, man. This ain't no anime movie. Get in there and fight. Yeah, get in there and fight till you can't fight no more. And if you get sent on your way to the Lord of the Bums, the God of the Bums, as you have sent, look at people, let me show you now. Ben Whittaker box rate. Let's see how many bums. Sorry, let's see how many dudes Ben Whittaker has sent to the god of the bums to rest. Yeah, he's got 8 fights and 5 stoppages. So he sent 5 dons there. 5 dons. He had no problem. 100%. Yeah, sending them, punching them to meet their maker. It was your turn. That's what it was. It was your turn to meet the god of bums and be sent there. And you didn't want to go because you was too focused on, anime is what you was focused on. Thinking you was smart. Oh, I'll save myself for another day. This is the valiant warrior. He must come back stronger. Corny. That's an excuse, that is. Yeah, because you wasn't actually finished. You felt the tide was turning. That's what he felt. And at that point, decent fighters say, okay, I'm going to hang in here and see if a second wind comes. We hadn't even got to the second wind part yet. Second wind is like round 7, round 8, right? Traditionally. If you're round 4, I think it's round 5. If you're round 5, second wind might not come till round 8. You stay in there and see how it plays out. That's what you stay in there for. You don't start pulling anime scripts. Yeah, that's what you don't try to be doing. But these cats here who watch too much anime, they think their life has become an anime movie. Yeah, so you know when you see them anime fights and then one guy's injured and he's like, oh, and he kind of backs off, I will now go away and train for a year like a Spartan and come back stronger. That's what that man be doing. Ben, your life is not an anime movie, man. Take this off now. If I was training Ben, you take this off right now. You take off that Moody anime. You take off that Moody anime DP, man. Get it off there. I ain't trying to see no corny anime-ish, man. It's real life. This is real life in a fight game. Welcome. You're here now. I'll never forget Daniel Dubois when he was fighting Joe Joyce. It's worth watching, actually. Martin Bauer was in the corner. And Martin Bauer said to Dan, every time I talk about it sends shivers down my spine, but he said, Dan, welcome to the fight game. We're here now. This is it. This is it now, Dan. Yeah, all them bums. You was punching up and sending them to the god of bum. The god of bum. You got the god of war and the god of bum. How many man did Danny D send to the god of bum? So Martin Bauer said to him, listen, Dan, here we are now. We're in a fight now. This is the fight game now. You didn't know what it was before. And fair play to the boy. He's turned it around. But at the time, it's the same principle here. And to be fair to Dan didn't go out sad like Ben did. Yes, you can say he quit, but his eye was bust up. Ben was not bust up. We can all excuse someone cracking their bone in their face. And I can excuse that. I've kind of got over that now. The Usyk fight with Dubois, no. That was not as bad as Ben Whittaker's, but it's the same level. Dubois was not finished. He was tired. He saw how it was going to go, and he didn't want no more. But still... I don't know what Ben's on. There's clearly no real injury, because for him to break his silence and this for to be the first thing we hear and see about, it shows either way you try and... I think I'm probably reading too much into the clip. This clip just shows he's a goofball. Yeah, he's been fapping over too much anime. That's what to put him for such a serious situation, your career, which should be serious, and you're out here making memes and whatever else. I get it. He's gonna be edgy still. He was known as the meme dude and a PlayStation. He said himself, yeah, I don't even watch boxing, I like playing PlayStation. That tells you what you need to know. Who here has ever seen a motivated and hard gamer like that? No. If you play in computer games, for the most part, that is what you do. That is your essence. You like clicking buttons and shit. In reality, I've never seen people... It's possible. But if you came computer games like Ben Whittaker people... Ben Whittaker said, I'd rather play computer games than watch Baturbia versus Bivol. Yeah, that's mad. You've got to really be... yeah. You've got to be seriously in there, caning the games, for that to be the case. Fair enough, I don't watch all the bum fights either, but to sit there and say you're going to play computer games instead, you've got to be a fiend for the computer games. And I'm telling you now, a fiend for the computer games, they can't take much serious. Yeah, because their head has been frazzled by all the Cabal games that have been pumped out there. All the Cabal games that have been pumped out there and been running through their head since they was 3 years old. That's 25 years of Cabal game conditioning. He's been in there, just locked in there, with your eyes going square. That's what they used to tell you when you were young. Before the new age came, the old school man would tell you, and it was more of a, I'm not sure, it was more of coded language. When your parents tell you your eyes will turn square, what they meant to say, what it was really saying was, the Cabal rays will get your head cooked, and your brain will be mush. That's what they meant to say. Yeah? That's what the old school man knew. Don't watch too much television, because it pump your head full of rubbish. Don't cane too much computer games, it pump your head full of rubbish. And Ben, he been doing that. That's what I conclude. Because this ain't a jokey, let's eat him out type situation. He's trying to make light of it. It's gone past that now. Yeah, back soon. No one's worrying, to be fair, Ben. The only one who really should be worrying is you. No one's really wants to see you back either, if I'm honest. We're all listen, I'd love another Daniel Dubois. I'd love Ben Whittaker to come back as the second prophet this year and show us the way. But it's hard to do. It's hard to do. Get back, gonna be amazing. You need to explain the injury, Ben, is what you need to explain. That's what needs to be amazing. The injury you had, explain it. Because we heard a whole bunch of allegations. And the fact he's talked about it now, injury update. He's making a joke of it. There is no injury, folks. If there was, rather than put this corny meme up, he'd have put I wouldn't have believed it anyway, to be fair to him. He knows better than that. He's watched my videos, man. Come on, stop playing. Ben Whittaker knows better than to put up some Moody x-rays. I'll tell you straight, they're fake. Anyway, so he knows that. Well done, Ben. All them computer games you've been playing, at least you watched some of the YB as well, because you knew better than that. You knew better than to bring them Moody x-rays that Ben Shalong had been doctor shopping for to try and get you on. You knew better than that, so I respect Ben for that. As far as Ben watching my videos and knowing not to play with me like that with the Moody fake x-rays, I respect him for that. But that's as far as my respect goes for Ben. Yeah? Respecting my professional... anyway. Oh, man. So, yeah, there's no injuries, essentially. That's what this proves. Not a lick of injuries. And he loved Kane in the anime. That's what we can take from this. And really, when you look at his performance, it makes sense. Yeah? Watching that dude out the ring... If I told you beforehand, think about it. Someone who canes the anime and canes the computer games. If you had an archetypal game player, game caner, an anime fiend, what do they do in a fight? Right, that's the point I'm making. An archetypal game caner, an anime fiend. What do they do in the fight? So it makes sense. Yeah, there's an old saying, trust when people show you who they are. Yeah, and when this dude told us he liked Kane in video games, we should have been known that one. That's what we should have known. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like up the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it.